Everyone leans on you. But who do you lean on? Being the strong one might look admirable from the outside, but inside, it's often exhausting, isolating, and deeply unacknowledged. Let's talk about the emotional, energetic, and spiritual cost of being the strong one and how you can begin to live whole again. If you're the one who always keeps it together, being the strong one comes at a cost, especially when you're struggling in silence and that cost, it's too high. I want you to hear this. Your strength is beautiful, but it should never come at the cost of your wholeness. Before we dive in and go deeper, hit subscribe because this channel is about transformation, healing, and a real connection to who you truly are. And in it, I always share practical tools. Go ahead and download your free eGuide, Unlocking Inner Wisdom. It's a clear, grounded resource to help you reconnect with yourself and start making real shifts. You'll find everything in the description below. Now, let's talk about what the world gets wrong about strength and how you can finally begin living with alignment, clarity, and peace. There is a lot of pressure to be strong. We know this. And you most likely did not become the strong one by accident. You most likely, one, earned it, and two, probably had people rely on you before you ever knew how to rely on yourself. And three, that strength became a role. And eventually it became a pattern. And this is what that pattern looks like. You give more than you receive. You show up for everyone, but lose sight of what you need. And there's an actual term for this in psychology. It is called role entrapment. And it's when a role that once protected you ends up running your life. Here's what's happening underneath. Your brain and nervous system are wired to scan for what's next. Who needs you? What could fall apart if you don't step in? And spiritually, you start to believe that your worth is in what you carry, manage, and hold for others. Sound familiar so far? What's really happening is your soul is not asking you to hold it all together. It's asking you to come home to you. It's asking you to care for your needs. And what it's most definitely asking you for a reset, to be seen and to remember that you matter beyond what you can do for others. Because here's the cost that no one talks about. Yes, of course you're capable, but you are depleted. You show up, but you feel disconnected from your body, your needs, and your own rhythm. And at some point, your spirit started whispering to you, I need something quieter. I need something more sustainable, not just relief, but actual sustainability and reconnection. And that's not tiredness, it's full on emotional, physical, and spiritual depletion and fatigue. And it's not sustainable. If you're honest with yourself, you've probably been in this loop for a long time. Let's see if this sounds familiar. One, you're holding it all together. Two, you're ignoring what you need. And three, you keep on telling yourself, I got this, but somehow started to unravel. And no, you really don't got this. I call this the strong one spiral. It's basically when you push until you snap, you hold it together until you can't. Um, And that's a spiral. Here's the hard truth. You do not need to crash to finally give yourself permission to rest. What you need is a compass and practical tools to begin your shift. And I will be sharing 3 tools with you shortly. But before I do that, let me say the first step is awareness. Be aware that you are depleted, but that awareness is not enough. You need embodiment and agreements with yourself. Here are 3 tools to help you move forward with your awareness. One, Stop holding it all. Start holding yourself. Real strength begins when you start holding yourself first. That means tuning into your own needs, not reacting to what everybody else, not dropping everything to take care of somebody else when you're not even taking care of yourself. It means allowing yourself to be supported without guilt. Allowing this support does not mean you're weak. It means you are human. Support doesn't make you less strong. It makes your life sustainable and livable. Tool number two, stop performing your emotions. Let me ask you something. How often do you say, I'm fine, when you're not? That is emotional performance. And what's happening here is that you learn to edit out your feelings so that others can stay comfortable. But the thing is, what you avoid emotionally, your body holds on to physically. When you stop pretending, you create space to actually process, feel, and heal. And you let yourself be real, you let yourself be human, you let yourself be seen. And that's why it is important to name it. Name what you're feeling, say what your needs are. If you are not honest with yourself and others, real change cannot come about. Having that level of honesty is not weakness, it is called integrity towards yourself and others. And here's tool number three, stop giving from depletion, start giving from overflow. Think of it like this. Whenever you're on an airplane, they always say, put your oxygen mask on first. Because if you're trying to help someone else without enough oxygen, you'll pass out trying to save them. That's what happens in real life when you give on empty. You burn out. Giving from overflow means tending to your needs so that when you give, it doesn't drain you. And it's coming from a place of inner strength based on stability, sustainability, self care. That's choice. That is a shift from being the strong one who's depleted to the strong one who is strong, but also cares for him and herself. And that's the shift. I'm curious, which of these three tools are you ready to start using today? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what's landing for you. Before we go into our closing meditation, if this has stirred something in you, if that quiet voice inside of you is whispering, I want more support, I created the potential code. It is a self paced digital course to help you stop shrinking, stop overfunctioning, and start living whole on your terms. You'll find the link in the description below. Let's move into our meditation. I would like to add that every time we do a meditation in our videos, it's a powerful moment to regulate your nervous system and reconnect with your soul. And I'll invite you to place one hand over your heart, another one over your belly, and take several deep, clarifying breaths in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Do this several times. Inhale, exhale, and allow yourself to really drop into your body. Allow yourself to relax as you're inhaling and exhaling. As you're doing this, take a moment to scan your body. Are there any places and spaces where you feel tension? It could be on the neck. It could be on the shoulders. It could be on your stomach. It could be on your lower back. If you're holding on to tension anywhere, send the breath there. Continue breathing in and out deeply, intentionally. As you do this, let your jaw relax, let your shoulders drop, and with every breath, tell your nervous system, I am safe. And here's why this works. Slow, intentional breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your brain that calms stress, lowers cortisol, and says to your body, you don't have to brace for more. You are safe here. Continue breathing deeply in through your nose out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, allowing yourself to go deeper into the relaxation. As you continue to breathe in this beautiful, relaxed place, I like to invite you to visualize soft, ice blue light entering through the crown of your head, flowing gently down your spine, soothing your nervous system, releasing any pressure that's there. Let that beautiful healing light flood every cell in your body until there's no part of you that's holding on to tension. Continue breathing deeply in and out and feeling that light aside of all of you in every pore at a cellular level. And as you're doing that, remember a time when you felt full and complete peace, stillness, and ease. Anchor that feeling into your meditation, into your breath work, into this beautiful light inside of you flowing through you. Now expand that feeling of peace, stillness, ease. Feel into it. Allow it to magnify even more as you breathe in and out, allowing yourself to remember you are worthy and deserving of peace, of ease, of support. You don't need to carry it all. You are worthy and deserving of this and much more. Continue to breathe deeply in and out. Let that beautiful ice blue light continue to flow down your crown, down your spine, down into Mother Earth, grounding it in, feeling yourself very grounded, very soft, very peaceful, reminding yourself once again that you are safe, that you deserve this, that you are worthy of this and more. When you're ready, at your own pace, come back gently, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and take one last deep breath with me. Breathe in, exhale out. If this met you where you're at, let it matter. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And be sure to join the Empowered Human newsletter for weekly grounded insights and soul support. Thank you for being here. It is such an honor to walk this path with you. Until next time, make it a great day.